Hey everybody, it's Casey here at Zero and Fly and Tackle, and today I'm going to show you why you should add this bobbin to your fly tying kit. So, RaidZap came out with a new bobbin a couple of years ago called the Xact. I've been tying with one for a little over a year now. Ben hooked me up with one to try out, see what I thought. This has quickly turned into my go-to bobbin, my favorite one to use, and I'm going to show you the reasons why. It's not too often that I suggest a $70 bobbin for fly tying. Now, you're going to think, Casey, you're crazy. 70 bucks? Why am I going to spend that on a bobbin? I originally thought the same thing, but like I said, this is the one that I always grab. And so basically, when you buy this bobbin, not only does it come in a cool package, but there's a couple of features about it that I really, really like. So I'm going to give you a little unboxing here. So basically, when you open this sucker up, you're going to see all this stuff and think, holy, what's going on here? Doesn't look like one that I've used before. So initially, when we take this out of the package, you can see you've got the long head here and a long tube. Now these tubes can be adjusted to the size of the fly that you're tying. This is the predator head with a large tube, and what this allows you is basically to tie a larger fly. You can have that reach back your hook. You can adjust it to whatever size you're tying. Quite often, when I'm tying a larger fly, I'll start with my tube extended. And if I don't need to have it extended all the way as I get closer to the front of the fly and I want to get a little bit more precise, I can always shorten it up. And it's just as easy as unscrewing that head and then just sliding the tube to whatever length that you like. Now from here, if you're not tying a big fly, like I said, this is the predator head here. You can take that sucker off, and they do separate, and you can switch to the more sort of trout sort of friendly sized head, and that's typically what I leave on my bobbin. I do tar larger stuff sometimes, but for most of my tying, I use the shorter one. Now you can see on there, or I don't know if you can. Let's see. I've tied enough flies that I'm starting to wear the finish off this thing. I've tied a lot of flies with this bobbin, and like I said, it's been excellent for me. Holds the spool nice and secure. You don't have to bend it to adjust tension or anything like that. It's very springy. Does an awesome job there, and I just really like the control that I get being able to adjust the tube length to the size of the fly that I'm tying. So, and to achieve the same results with a standard bobbin, don't get me wrong, I like Dr. Slick stuff. I gotta buy 3. 25 bucks, 24 bucks, 26 bucks. It adds up quick. And I still can't get the same fine tuning that I can with this guy. Like I said, I've really come to like the fact that I can shorten this up as I'm tying. Obviously, I'll give you a little demonstration, but if I'm tying in chronomid gills, I can soak that thing way up and have a ton of control, have it in super close. Like I said, if I'm tying a tail on a woolly bugger or something like that, I can extend that tube so that I have control at the back of the hook. Like I said, just really, really enjoyed tying with it, and I think it's definitely something worth checking out. They offer it in 3 different colors that I carry here at the shop. Obviously, the black that I've shown you here. There's a gray color and sort of a gray camo as well. Some cool different options. You can have them loaded up with different threads on your bench and that sort of thing. No inserts on these guys. I can't recall if it says on the back what that tube is made out of. No, it doesn't. But I have not worn a groove in mine. Just this thing's been excellent. Can't say enough good things about it. So yeah, I'll give you some demonstrations on what I mean by being able to adjust your tube length and how it can benefit your tying. Alright, so as an example, I've just popped a jig head into my tying vise, and I've got the predator head with the long tube. And to install a spool of thread, I've just got some UTC here. I find I like taking the button off of the UTC thread when I put it in the vise, or sorry, into the bobbin. So I just pop that guy out, or pop off that side button, throw that in there, and in the package you get a metal bobbin threader that works very, very effective. So from here into the tube, take our tying thread. Sorry, this is way easier to do when I'm not at arm's length in front of a camera. So now I can adjust the tube length to whatever length I like. And if I was using a smaller bobbin, I'd be wrapping my knuckles off the head of the jig trying to tie the tail in here. I'm trying to compensate around that. I like to hold my bobbin securely in between my thumb and my index finger, kind of right on those threads. And that's kind of going to get in the way. So what I can do here is that I can extend this tube, and it allows me to tie in at the back of the fly without having to worry about my knuckles hitting that jig head. Makes it super easy. And as I get closer to the fly, you know, if I don't want to be that far away, or as I get closer to the eye, sorry, if I don't want to be that far away, I can soak up some of that length and finish with more control. Now, so here I have a size 14 nymph hook. I don't want to have that big of a bobbin. If I'm trying to tie my fly, I feel like I'm a mile away from the thing, and I don't have any control if I want to get in there and do some fine detailed work, some fine tuning. So if I take this and switch my tube to the smaller head, I'm a lot closer to what I'm working on, allowing me to be a lot more precise. Now, if I was tying like a parachute or something like that, or some chronomid gills, I might suck that thing right up tight, and that gives me a lot of control at the head of the fly there. Instead, if I was tying the tail in on a woolly bugger or something like that, it's nice to have a little bit of length. So there's some of the benefits of the RaidZap bobbin. You can do all that kind of stuff for the price of 3, or for less than the price of 3 different length bobbins. It kind of covers all your bases, all your situations. Also don't have to worry about inserts breaking. That's a real pain. Like I said, I've tied hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of flies with this bobbin over the last year or so, and yeah, yet to wear a groove in, and just nothing but like this bobbin more and more that I use it. So if you're thinking about a new tying tool for the desk, I would definitely recommend picking up one of these Xact bobbins by RaidZap. Great product. Like I said a million times in this video, nothing but happy with mine. Think you guys will like them a lot. So feel free to come by and check them out. You can also take a look at them online, www.c-run.com. We've got our online store there. They can be ordered that way or directly through the shop. If you got any questions, you know where to find me. Send me an email, give me a call, or leave a comment down below. Hit that subscribe button for us, smash the like button, and yeah, don't forget, check us out online, www.c-run.com. Thanks for watching, everybody.